Hey, what's going on? It's Jason Lucchese, and I am here with Michael the Myth. Mike, say hi.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
So we are recording some podcast episodes today, and one of the things that I always see, there's a ton of Facebook ads out there, some really cool and creative ways for finding motivated sellers and all this kind of thing. And even with some of our students that we talk to, and they want to find motivated sellers, I will tell you this: there's really no, you can't just send out a direct mailer to a bunch of people and they're all motivated. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. In order to find out if you're going to find somebody that's motivated, is by you talking and asking them questions. That's the only way it's gonna work. So there's all these different softwares and all these different things out there that promise they can do this, they can do that, and target vacant houses and target all these different types of deals that you can get. The only way that you're going to be able to get those deals is by having the proper marketing plan. The proper marketing plan for following up with them. Because it takes about 6 or 7 tries to actually get a hold of somebody and have them turn into a potential for you. I always say you need to find out their whys. We're real estate investors. The best thing you could do in order to find somebody that's motivated is by asking them questions and listening. 20% of the time is you asking questions. 80% of the time is you listening to the answers, because that's how you're going to find out what the motivation level is. If you don't find out what the motivation level is, you're not going to have a motivated seller. How are you supposed to know if somebody's motivated until you actually talk to them? That's the only way that it's going to get done. I hear so many people complaining about, I don't have enough leads, I don't have enough this. It's bullshit. There's plenty of leads out there. You could phone call and cold call everybody. It's all about talking and having conversations with people. It's like when you go to the doctor's office. They don't just say, I don't need to do anything. I already know what's wrong. Here's a prescription. Bye. That's not it. They ask you, hey, they find out your temperature. They find out your blood pressure. They find out how fast your heart's beating. They want to see how your breathing is. And then you could tell them, hey, my throat's hurting. My sinuses are congested. Then they have a remedy for it. They listen. They find out what needs to be the solution, and then they talk to you about what that solution is. Now, it works the same exact way as if you're a real estate investor and you want to find people that are motivated. The only way to find out if those folks are motivated is by you asking questions. So why are you looking to sell your property? Do you have the funds to fix up the property? The property's vacant. You guys moved 2 states away. Are you guys planning on renting out that property, or are you guys planning on having a property management company manage the property while you're gone? What's the end game here? Because when a property's vacant, there's several different key aspects to why or how that property is vacant. And just because it's vacant doesn't mean the person's motivated. They might be giving the property to somebody, but maybe the water's been shut off. Maybe the electricity's been shut off. Maybe it's been winterized. Those are things that you need to find out in order to find the motivation levels so that you can properly find out the motivation levels and get the property for the lowest amount of money. When you could find out exactly what the whys are, maybe it's 1 why or 2 whys or 3 whys or 5 whys for why somebody wants to sell their property, and you give a solution to them that's going to solve their problems, then you're going to get the property. You're going to win. It doesn't matter who else contacts them. You are going to win. You are going to become the one that gets the property under contract. Does that make sense for everybody that's listening right now? Does that make sense for how you can get additional people to become motivated? Because there's no software in the world out there that can say, hey, these people are 100% motivated. There's great softwares out there. I have access to a lot of them, but they're not all motivated. You have to actually do work to find out what the motivation levels are. And that is by actually having conversations with people. And still, even if the numbers might be off, like we went and looked at a property where our numbers were not like super far off, but they were off to a point to where they didn't really meet and make sense over the phone. So we went and looked at the property, and we were able to get the property to a number that made sense. So go look at the properties too. And meet with the people, because a lot of people are prideful and they want to talk about the property, and by them talking about the property is going to expose them to talking about their why. Because for people, when it's like a cold situation, for them to open up and you be able to grasp and really hold on to it and be able to talk and discuss those options with them is going to help out immensely. So I highly recommend, if you want to get an unlimited amount of motivated sellers, that you have more conversations with them, asking them their whys and listening for 80% and asking 20% of the questions. You shouldn't have a ton of questions. You should be able to get a bunch of answers from people that are detailed. Are you going to have them open up right off the bat? No, it's going to take a little bit. You're going to have to talk with those folks. But other than that, hopefully this video on this Monday is helpful to you and you're able to get something out of this, because, when I was able to actually figure out, what really is a motivated seller, it constitutes to just a few things, and that's finding out their whys. So hopefully this has helped you today. We've got some new podcasts coming out here real soon. So stay in tune for that. And join us over on the No Flipping Excuses page. Make sure you go like it, and we'll keep you abreast of new episodes. We've got a new one coming out tomorrow, right, Mike?
Absolutely.
Yep, we got a new one coming out tomorrow, and they're always filled with nothing but knowledge bombs. So go out there, check it out on No Flipping Excuses, our Facebook page. And if you have any questions whatsoever, you could always feel free to let us know. But other than that, go flip a house, and I will talk to you later. Bye now.